How the fuck do I explain this? Janet and Sean wake up in the morning and immediately want to get nasty, but their sexy time is broken up by their teenage son Billy, who apparently wants to watch.
Whoa!
Billy!
Son! God, son, don't you knock?
Why is he just standing there? Close the door.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
Janet later vents to her friend Angela that she thinks Sean is having an affair because he doesn't initiate sexy time with her and is gone from the house for long periods of time despite being unemployed. And then the two joke about drugging men. Or at least I hope they're joking.
I feel like I have to slip a roofie in his drink or something.
I know that game.
Sean finds Billy on the computer and Billy reacts as if he was just caught with his meat out.
What are you doing,
Hey, Bill. Oh, my dad, knock! Oh, my God.
Buddy, the door was already open. And what were you doing to warrant a response like that when your dad walks in? Imagine getting caught lacking on chatterbait. Sean asked if Billy was indulging in some cooking with Kaya type videos, but Billy denies such blasphemy.
You surfing porn? What? No, Dad.
Why would you get excited about your son choking his chicken anyway?
Billy, believe me, I do.
Children are a blessing.
But since he's under house arrest, he's just always there.
Hold up. Billy's on house arrest? For what? Killing his barber? I mean, I would if my hair looked like that.
I like it cut, G.
Apparently, Billy hacked into the Department of Defense. You know, that U.S. government department that overlooks the 5 branches of the military. Like, what the f***? How do you even? Sean makes some pretty mid breakfast for the family and hits some Darius stems while he cooks.
Darius, why are you in my closet?
Shout out Darius. Sean goes outside to pick some veggies from the garden. Is this nigga using a meteorite as a doorstop? Billy trips over the boulder and the two get locked outside due to the very unnecessary security system installed in the house.
Have you seen my phone? No!
Billy and Sean try to get back in the house through a window to turn off the alarm before Janet finishes her run with Angela. Billy tries to deactivate the security system but fails, which makes no sense. Like, didn't we just establish this man was able to hack into the government? Long story short, Janet finds out what happened after the cops show up and has a lot to say.
This sign stands for integrity, honesty, security, and strength.
Why does that sign look like it's about to fall over then? That shit does not look sturdy. Sean tries to explain to Janet what happened after the cops leave and the conversation goes sour quickly. This marriage is like scotch because it's on the rocks. And Janet is clearly the problem.
Yeah, well, sometimes it makes me feel like a prisoner.
I've got a big day at work. I don't want to argue.
Babe, who's arguing?
You're yelling.
Does this sound like yelling? I'm trying to talk to you.
They apologize to each other and discuss plans for a date later that night.
Sugarland getaway. Honeymoon suite.
3 days?
Are y'all going to Candyland? Janet gets promoted to CEO at her job. She actually happens to work at the company that makes the same security system she uses. Let me just say this right now. For a building owned by a security company, it is so unsecure. Cause suspicious ass niggas like this can just walk around the parking garage tampering with people's cars and nobody knows. More on this later. Sean forces Billy to go on a run with him, or a role for that matter. Sean tries to have a fatherly moment with Billy. It goes about as good as you would expect it to go.
Like, I didn't realize it back then, but your mom is the perfect woman for me, man.
Nice save.
Have I ever told you 5 steps to perfect seduction? Number 1 is cologne.
Nah, number 1 is getting rid of that goofy ass hoverboard. Janet gets a call from Sean after work. Hey Janet, do you think everyone should like, comment, and subscribe?
Yes.
Sean and Janet get ready to go out and Janet has second thoughts about leaving Billy at home. But when Angela comes knocking in need of makeup for her date, she reassures Janet.
Worried about Billy.
Oh, right. I mean, because 3 whole days all by himself. What could happen?
I don't think I've ever heard someone say what could happen and something didn't happen. While Janet and Sean are out to eat, they find out Billy invited a girl over and they have mixed feelings about it.
I'm calling him right now.
Oh, no, don't do that. This is great.
How is this great?
Babe, our son is 18 years old and never kissed a girl.
I mean, it's not that weird, right? Like, plenty of people are well into their 20s and still haven't had their first kiss. I mean, not that I would know what that's like. I've kissed plenty of lady people before.
Cap!
The couple ends up letting Billy off the hook and they just try to enjoy their date by terrorizing the entire restaurant.
Anything my lady wants.
Do I detect a British accent, sir?
Indeed you do, my lady.
Okay, that was cringy as fuck. But I can't lie, bro's got the British riz down like it's nothing. Do girls really like British accents? Like, ladies, if a man walked up to you and was like, "Oh, love, I'd love to take you for some beans and toast," you know what I mean? And later we could have a bit of a shag while we watch Love Island or Harry Potter or whatever British people like to watch. Hey, did y'all forget you're in public?
Barkeep. Oi, I'll have 1 martini, shaken, not stirred, 3 olives, and make it dirty.
And this nigga's still doing a British accent. Like, what the?
I too like it dirty.
Oh, okay, you too? Yeah, okay. Y'all are meant for each other.
We're gonna roll it good, okay? I just wanna know right now, you want in or you out?
You're not British at all.
Hell no. Nah, I'm from Brooklyn.
I wonder how many death threats this nigga's gotten from New Yorkers after this came out. Meanwhile, back at the house, Billy tries not to fold with this girl named Kat. Holy shit, look at this fit. Hey, it's so nice to meet you, but there's one problem. What? The boots. Oh, no shoes in the house? Yeah. Wait, then why are you wearing shoes? Well, the rule didn't exactly exist until I found out you were a swashbuckling pirate. So Kat shows herself around the house. Why is she just walking around like this? Did this man list the house on Zillow?
Wow. Want some?
I never met
An alcoholic? Yeah, they tend to be thirsty. Billy takes Kat outside to smoke some poorly stashed weed. I can't get over those yo-ho ass boots. And while they lock lips, someone sneaks in the house and locks them outside because of the security system. Billy's parents get notified and think Billy just tripped the alarm. So Sean calls the company to cancel any police dispatch, and Janet calls Angela to go check on Billy and Kat, who've somehow made it back inside.
Is she drinking our tequila? What kind of girl did he bring over?
The alcoholic type. As they continue to watch the cameras, they notice the intruder, or intruders at this point, take Billy and Kat hostage. The head honcho puts up a sign that tells Sean and Janet to do exactly as he says, or they'll kill Billy. They also tell them not to call the police, which they will know if they do because they are watching them. So what does Sean do? He calls the fucking police. Slow ass nigga. The masked men know immediately and shoot Kat for it. They swap that girl's deck. They made her walk the plank to heaven. Looks like they are messing around. Okay, I'm done. Guess what? Kat was in on it too, and they only shot her in the neck, which is extremely difficult to do without killing her. Is the Olympic shooter from Turkey working for these niggas? A guy on a bike approaches Janet and Sean after witnessing what they thought was a murder.
Who are you? You know where our son is? Are you in on this?
Nigga, read his shirt. The guy is just part of the neighborhood watch, and he was ordered to give them a message on what to do next. The couple are told to walk to a specific location, and Janet suspects they're being tracked, so she buys the neighborhood watch kid's walkie-talkie and somehow makes a metal detector bug scanner thing to check for trackers. While they check each other, the couple is approached by another guy who has literally just been sitting in that car the whole time. Y'all didn't notice him? They make their way back to the car after getting an envelope with a key and a note in it. But now it's time for my favorite segment, Overwoke encounter with a racist cop who is clearly trying to be racist. The cop runs Sean's ID, and apparently Sean has a criminal past, which explains why he's unemployed. The cop wasn't on nothing we haven't seen before in movies like this, so he just leaves Sean and Janet alone after a little harassment. Billy gets roughed up back at the house, and Kat feels bad for him.
We'll do what we want.
You don't have to hit him.
I wouldn't get too close to this one.
Is the mask muffling my voice?
Janet and Sean think the key is for a lockbox, so they go to the post office and the key works. But they notice that the security system that the building uses is the same one Janet's company manufactures. So they try to get access to the camera footage to potentially see who's doing all this.
Wait.
Is this gonna get ugly?
Huh? Whoa, no, whoa.
I can do ugly.
Oh shit. Yo, Stan Lee ain't fucking around. The old man who runs the place ain't trying to hear nothing they're saying, so they just leave with the lockbox. They look in the box and it has a picture of Janet's boss, Larry, and a gun indicating the intruders want them to kill him. Angela calls Janet and Janet tells her what's going on, so Angela agrees to take her date Petey, guy she just met by the way, and try to save Billy. Classic white people shit.
The fact that we're depending on Angela to help us is scary, babe.
What does that mean?
The girl is 37 years old. She just now got a dolphin tattoo on her ankle.
Okay, that's kind of funny. Angela and Petey make their way into the house and actually free Billy, but before they can leave, they run into Kat. Petey grabs Kat and threatens to choke her out.
No.
Bro, who is this deranged man? Billy vouches for Kat and convinces Petey to let her go, but of course Kat just alerts everyone and gets Billy tied up again, along with Petey and Angela.
Is this nigga serious?
Oh my. Nigga, what did you expect? The head guy knows Janet and Sean sent the rescue party, so they make some more threats and the couple gets moving again. They notice they're being followed by the guy in the red car, and Sean decides it's time to get some answers. So they pull some trickery and get the drop on the guy.
Who has our son? Who?
There's no fucking way. Oh my god. Bruh. I got a feeling he does this a lot because his pants and boots are oddly piss proof. It turns out the guy is a paid actor.
I'm a white Rick James impersonator. She's a kinky, sexy girl. They never let you down.
They set your ass up. Get your ass out of here. Go! I'm Rick James, bitches.
I have no words. Sean and Janet go to Janet's job to see if they can get any information about what's going on. So they go to find her boss to question why the intruders want him dead.
Yes.
Okay, tell me,
Tell you what,
what don't you like about me?
Janet, I'm not playing this game with you right now.
It's not a game. I'm not gonna get upset, I promise.
That's a trap.
That's the oldest trap in the book.
That's what I'm saying.
Janet presses Sean about the affair she suspects he's having, and Sean reveals he's been taking coding classes to get a job and help provide for the family. But Janet says Sean can just live out the stay-at-home dad fantasy while she brings home the bacon. If you watched my other Tubi movie video, you already know how I feel about an opportunity like this. Ungrateful ass nigga.
You can just stay home, and we have a kid we actually planned for this time.
I guess that wouldn't be a bad idea. It's not like you could have a second kid who ends up on the FBI watch list. Anyway, they get to Janet's boss, who, by the way, was the dad from Good Luck Charlie, and he is hands down the best part of this movie.
I gotta figure what the hell is. You out of your goddamn mind?
I am so sorry, Larry. That was an accident.
Was it? Larry, do you know anybody who wants you dead? I think I'm looking at him.
Shouts out to him. Billy tries to rizz up Kat to get her to help, but she returns the energy and makes this nigga fold like laundry. But she admits that the intruders are forcing her to help because they have incriminating footage of her dad. So Billy proposes a plan to Angela and Petey. Billy wants to hack into the police database to delete the footage of Kat's dad to get her on their side. Okay, I'm about to dump a lot of exposition on y'all. Just letting you know. Janet talks to Larry while Sean roams the building, and Sean ends up finding a server room. Something the company shouldn't have because they aren't legally allowed to save security footage from people's homes, let alone access it. But because they saved it on a server, they were able to find the footage from the post office to see who put the gun in the lockbox. They finally figure out the mastermind's identity, Andrew Tate. Tyler. Andrew was a past client of the security company, and he purchased the security system through a third-party contractor. The system failed while he was away from his family on a trip, and some people broke in. The system locked his family inside the house without contacting the police, and his family got killed to death until they died and ended up dead. Yeah, that sounds right. Because Andrew purchased the security system through the contractor, the main company didn't get any backlash in the lawsuit he filed against them. So he's out for revenge on the new CEO, Janet. Andrew got all this information about her through Sean because he's been taking the same coding class as him, and Sean apparently has lips loose enough to sink a Carnival cruise. Anyway, Andrew gets wind that Janet and Sean are at the building but haven't killed Larry yet, so he and his guys show up to do it themselves. They just waltz in without any problem. The irony of the security company building not being secure is too funny. Over at the house, Kat zip ties Billy, Angela, and Petey, but makes sure to leave some wiggle room. Could you make it any more obvious that you're trying to help? Bouncing back to the office, Janet, Sean, and Larry give themselves up, but have a trick up their sleeve. or in this case, a gun taped to their back. How strong does that tape have to be in order to hold a revolver to the back of a cotton shirt? Like, everyone knows as soon as you put tape on fabric, it becomes just another strip of plastic. So what kind of tape is nigga? Everything breaks into chaos, and after a scuffle, Larry ends up dead, Janet escapes, and Sean gets taken by Andrew and his men after they take all the camera footage from the server room. Andrew takes Sean back to the house and throws him in the hostage group with Billy, Angela, and Petey. Janet uses the house's security system to communicate with Sean, and he tells her to create a distraction, giving Sean a chance to get the jump on Andrew's guys and free everyone. Billy finds Kat and convinces her to help him hack the database to delete her dad's video, which they do successfully. Janet activates the alarms and alerts the police, scaring Andrew's men away, leaving it to Sean to get everyone out of the house.
You want mercy?
Leave him alone, you psycho!
Hey!
He didn't fire at the white people. Interesting. Everyone makes it out but Andrew still has a gun, which has infinite bullets apparently, and threatens to kill Billy and Kat. But Janet, armed with the yard sign, mollywops this nigga and saves them. I told you that sign wasn't deep enough. Billy takes Kat home.
Babe, I think we're gonna bail. Are you hungry?
I mean, I could eat.
We didn't eat.
Crazy ass white folk. That's exactly the kind of couple you need as a friend though. They'll hide a dead body or rob a bank with you like it's nothing. Now this may look like a happy ending, but there's still a bunch of dead and unconscious white men in a black couple's house, and the entire police force is just now pulling up. Consider them cooked.
Back up in my bed, put that boy to rest, put that boy to sleep. Everywhere I go, know it's cold but I got my heat. All the bad bitches love me, trap house, same size as buckets, Mike Rubin size.